Vespasian, the son called Titus, Vespasianus Titus. The Colosseum was built in only 8 years, 72 AD after Christ. In 8 years only, the Romans built this amphitheater that had a capacity for 55,000 people. Up 75,000 people. And this was free entrance. The Roman people had a sort of a card, a clay card, with the number of the entrance, that later on I show you, and the number of the seat. Because the organization gave to them just 15 minutes for getting, and sit in the Colosseum. Why the Colosseum was built in this area of the city and not somewhere else? Have you heard about a Roman emperor called Nero? Nerone? Nero became emperor when he was 17 years old. Nero was a lucky young man because the Nero's mother, Agrippina, she married the Emperor Claudius. And the Emperor Claudius liked so much mushrooms. Agrippina, she prepared mushrooms for the emperor. By accident, Claudius died. And Nero became emperor when he was 17. Nero, he didn't like Rome. He said Rome is ancient, Rome is dirty. I want to rebuild the city. How you can rebuild the city if you don't destroy the ancient one? So, in July 19th, 64 after Christ, a big fire destroyed Rome. For a week, thousands of people died. Can you imagine destruction of entire sections? And then Nero accused the Christians. So under Nero, we have had the first persecutions to the Christian people. So under Nero, Saint Peter was killed because he was Christian. Then Nero rebuilt Rome, and they used all this area, including this hill, as own residence. The residence of Nero was so beautiful, was so rich in statues and gold, that this was called the Nero's Golden House. Hectares of residence, with the palace, with the gardens, with a lake. So where you see the Colosseum, Nero had a lake, because the Colosseum was built after Nero. So when Nero died and Vespasian became emperor, he understood the people of Rome hated Nero for this reason. So I give to the people of Rome the lake, and all around the lake this amphitheater was built. That's why the Colosseum was built there. Why Colosseum? Look, it's colossal. And for a colossal statue of the Emperor Nero, once was by this amphitheater. You know how big was this statue? 35 meters. So it was colossal. So Colosseum. At the beginning, the Romans had in the Colosseum naval battles, because do you remember the water of the lake? Then they didn't like it. They drained all the water, they built the big floor called arena. I know that you know the meaning of arena. Sand. So the wooden floor was covered by sand, and there the Romans organized the fights. Who remember the movie Gladiator? all of us. The girls, because we like so much Russell Crowe, right? Every time I come, I look for. He's not there, Russell Crowe. So, not yet, but maybe in the future. So, gladiators, animals. Gladiators, gladiators. The gladiators were slaves. They could pay the freedom with the fines if they survived. You know, they had a helmet, a shield, and then, a hammer, spear. But all the gladiators had to use a very short sword called gladio. That's why we call them gladiators. The gladiators entering the arena so proud to be there, and the standing ovation of 55,000 people received the gladiators. The gladiators had a nickname as the movie actors in those days. And after this standing ovation, all the gladiators disappeared through the trapdoors in the underneath. And they waited the destiny. Gladiators and animals in the morning. So, gladiators first, and then tigers and lions fights each other. At the end of this morning, the sand was red of blood. The blood of animals, the blood of gladiators. They had to change the sand, entertain the people with the dancer, with the music. In the afternoon, gladiators against the gladiators. If I want